My dear old pal, I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you, but it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite. We almost lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife. And all because of this island, Nora. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
He is worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love. Wow. Let's see what the next one does. This island is dangerous. Maybe it's because I haven't spent as much time here as Harry did. That was quite a hike. I've been seeing these horseshoe-shaped pillars all the way up. Do they mark a path? I've been seeing these horseshoe-shaped pillars all the way up. Do they mark a path? I'm at the top of the mountain. I can see that giant diamond-shaped thing really close from here. Took me a while to get here, but the views are worth it. These drops of rain are so refreshing. Feels really good. Are these figures singing like a choir? Heavens, looks like a rock slide crushed all the tents. All but one. A torn picture. Maybe the Polynesian guide didn't like people taking pictures of his scar. The only tent that came out of the rock slide in one piece is the one filled with amulets. Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry, but art has never been your thing, old pal. They didn't accept Frank in the university. They should be ashamed. I'm not sure if Harry ever got to read this note. No power.
All right. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Please, sir, we should not do this.
Not now.
Haven't we had enough warnings, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death?
Listen to me. Frank lost his life setting this whole thing up. So we're not going to discuss it anymore. We're going to activate it, period. Is that clear enough for you? Caillou?
Hey, Ma!
Fine. Same to you. Please, Cass, activate it. Working. Come on.
So I guess you used the notes from the organ and they weren't the right ones.
Is something wrong, Harry?
The ground. The ground is shaking. No. No!
No, I can't!
I told you, Everhart. You damn fool. You're going to kill us all.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
There are some sort of sound devices built around this amphitheater. Homemade loudspeakers, probably to amplify the sound. There's a symbol inside. Wow, this door looks thicker than any I've ever seen. One, two, testing. Nope, doesn't work. I like singing so much. Harry and I often sang together. When my condition got worse, Harry thought it wasn't a good idea to make unnecessary efforts. And we stopped singing. I know it was just for my own good, but my illness caused our whole lives to revolve around it. They built all this just with pieces from the beached ship. Frank sure must be a real whiz. Dead as a doornail. Harry's convinced the answer to my illness lies inside that temple. Nakal? So this is like Atlantis, but in the Pacific Ocean, right? They built loudspeakers on top of this tower to reproduce the effect of the organ. Very clear. His low spirits are obvious in this photo. What was wrong with Frank? He looks so thin. Looks like a sneaky snapshot. She doesn't look at all happy. Oh no! Frank died. Oh, Frank had a daughter named Evangeline. What a darling. They built a turbine to generate electricity under the falling water, but the stream isn't close enough to the wheel. Blood-soaked rags. A Bible. It must have belonged to Frank. He thought it was a flesh wound, but it kept getting worse. No power. These levers connect those gears to direct the wheel's energy into the turbine. I'm really sorry about Frank. Harry doesn't have many friends. When you finally do get to know him, he's so witty, so funny. A loving person. But it takes a lot for him to open up. No power. These stone columns just vibrate. Amazing! The hatches are opening. Now the wheel is moving. Huh, that was easy. These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine. These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine. That should give the turbine some energy. Great, we did it. Now everything should be powered. Oh, what? Did I do something wrong? Come on, work. Come on. Now what? What's happening this time? Where am I? I can feel the fever rising. Oh God, no. My illness. Is it coming back? Is this an ocean? An ocean that dried up? Kane. No. I would rather die than use that damned thing again. The air is so dry. I need to find water. My bed. How many times did I think I was going to die lying in this bed? I'd better find some shade before I dry right up. The horseshoe-shaped pillar. And that diamond shape again. I can't take much more of this. I feel woozy. Is that a house? That's not a house. That's It's our house in Englewood. Am I dreaming? Or am I just losing my mind? That's our mailbox, too. Harry? Are you home? A picnic with Harry's brother and sisters. I started wearing gloves shortly after that day. I miss you so much, old pal. I am definitely losing my mind. I don't understand what is happening, Harry. Are you... Checkmate in 3 moves. Harry gave me this necklace after one of his scavenger hunts. It's a photo of my mother and me. She had just gotten worse from her illness. The happiest day of my life. And one of the few pictures of Harry without his glasses. The Everhart twosome. What a duo. My mother's music box. Cousin Robert? But I don't have any cousins. What a sweet melody. What was that? Another vivid dream? And my music box again, but it wasn't broken anymore. And what a catchy tune. I haven't sung since I got sick, but let's give it a shot. was quite a show. This feels like hallowed ground. A hole in the wall, probably caused by the rock slide. That must be the spot where they entered the temple. Are they bathing him in black ooze? His hands are changing, like in my dream. Look at those spots. They look like mine. Now he's some sort of man-fish? Fish of every size and shape. This looks like the same kind of elevator that was in the campsite. These patterns look too familiar. She sounds worried for him, I think. Where is this taking me? Looks like I'm inside the giant fish head that I saw from below. I've seen this symbol in the mural several times. I guess it can be applied to both water and black ooze. John McCormack's Dear Old Pal of Mine? A favorite song. Well done, Harry. Boy, am I lucky that you did the hard part of figuring things out. This one was really hard to figure out. Good job, Harry. I'm starting to understand this language. So that's how you mark the symbol's orientation. God's blood. Does this mean that... Is this related to me somehow, to my disease?
My dear old pal, Nora. I wish I could write something else, but a long time ago I promised you I would never lie to you. So here goes. There is no cure for your illness. What you carry in your blood is changing you, and it will keep changing you until it's done, whatever that means. There is nothing we can do to stop it. My dear old pal, my partner, the love of my life, I am so sorry. I've made so many mistakes. All those deaths because of me. Frank, DeWitt, Roy. All for nothing. Maybe Teodoro is right. Maybe we can return to the beach and build a raft to get back to Papiete. Maybe in less than a month, I could be back.
There's no cure? But he didn't finish the letter. What did you do, Harry? Where are you? I know for sure that you didn't go back home, so what? What do I do now? Are you still on the island? I have to find you. Well, this one was easy, I think. Someone punched the wall so hard that they bled. Was it you, Harry? It's amazing how words and symbols can keep their meaning after thousands of years. This is the right combination. It appears Harry didn't advance any further. What is that thing? Is that the outline of a hand? Those are drums of some sort. Nora, you idiot, just follow the sequence. I can sing, but I'm awful when it comes to playing music. said it didn't work for him, so it shouldn't work for me either. Unless there's something different about my hand. Anyway, Nora, you know what you've got to do. My hands. Look at my hands. This is definitely not a dream. And I'm starting to doubt the others were dreams too. I should be scared, but it's hard to explain what I feel, but it isn't fear. Not a bit. Another one of those gates, like the one I saw in the temple. I'm back to being me. It's hard for me to understand how these gates work. What happens every time I cross one of them? Another panel of this strange technology. What's it for? Something related to the currents? island is pierced by underground currents. That architecture again. Where is this gate going to lead me now? What a quiet and peculiar place. Some sort of handmade tribal painting. Looks really primitive. I wonder who used to live here.
We father, we mother.
I understood that. Looks like some sort of food. Heavens, slaves and masters and... Naacal. Wasn't Naacal in the notes? Although they are the same style, these huts are much simpler than the magnificent architecture I've seen up to now. Whoever the inhabitants were, they were living here against their will. Someone vandalized this mural. Some hands look human, but others are amphibian hands. Quite disturbing to see someone's hand paintings from thousands of years ago. I feel connected to them somehow.
Fire falls from sky, awakens God, black blood.
Is that black blood the same thing as the black ooze? How can I explain what's happening to me? What is the meaning of all this? God's blood, transformation, eternal life. I feel like I'm going through what was written in that inscription. This reminds me of some prehistoric cave paintings. like in the Cueva de las Manos in South America. Black blood in eyes, like in the well. The inhabitants of this village lived at different altitudes. Some even lived inside the water. They used this sort of dam to lower or raise the water level. It seems that each family had to agree somehow to change the water level. I'm amazed at how organized they seem to be, despite them being so primitive. Being trapped here probably made them stronger as a community.
Some slaves died. Some slaves now water animal.
Water animal. Is that what I am now?